From the previous episode, we have discovered tons about the history of Sablayan and the heroism of the Sablayanos. In this episode, we will discover and unveil more about Sablayan. But stay tuned here at Travel, Arts, and Culture.
Dongon became the center of government in western Mindoro. In 1800, the corregidor or leader of Mindoro Island in Calapan proposed that Dongon be the residence of Comandante Sabaltero, who is the second in rank in power, with 1 sergeant, 2 corporals, and 12 soldiers that will manage all of western Mindoro or from the community of Iling to Calavite. In 1802, Diego Martinez, the Teniente Corregidor of Contra Costa or Western Mindoro, lived in Dongon and carried out many raids with his soldiers on the mountains where Moro pirates were hiding. Those years, he ordered the construction of boats that could sail in pursuit of pirates on the Amnay River. Perhaps because of the frequent crossing of rivers, the difficulty of walking through forests and mountains, and the disease malaria, the men of Teniente Corregidor Martinez died over several years. The young soldiers who were supposed to replace them refused duties of the post in Dongon for the fear that they will too might die there. Some were compelled to serve, but they chose to leave the military. The following year, Diego Martinez, who was then in charge of the Navy personnel in Western Mindoro, asked Corregidor de Torres to store one of the Spaniards' falwa or sea vessels in Dongon to service at the newly established pueblo of Mamburao, as well as the communities of Iling and Mangarin. Corregidor de Torres endorsed the request to the Governor-General of the Philippines, which was later approved. In the same year, in 1803, Corregidor de Torres visited Dongon and assigned a group of Marines led by a captain. He instructed them to ascend the mountains, force the Mangyan natives to come down to the plains, and settle permanently in Dongon. After 3 days, the group returned without the natives. In 1806, Corregidor de Torres reported that climate in Dongon was so unhealthy that many soldiers have died there, including a Teniente Corregidor. He reiterated that soldiers do not want to live there. They prefer to leave the service rather than take the assignment of duties. The following year, the Torres recommended to the national government to appoint Mr. Blas Ortiz as the Teniente Corregidor of Western Mindoro. Ortiz refused the position because he said his poor health could not live in Dongon. Upon Ortiz's refusal, the Torres recommended Mr. Joseph de Silva, which later the Governor-General approved the recommendation. That same year, the Torres recommended that Mansalay be the residence of Teniente Corregidor instead of Dongon. He said that living in Dongon will make you sick because the climate in the place is terrible for a person suffering from calenturas or malaria.
Please don't fail to watch the next episode of Sablayan, the history of Butas-Piliw. And please don't forget to hit like and subscribe button and of course the notification bell And most of all, if you found this video helpful, please do share so that we can share and can spread the rich history of Sablayan. And if you have some additions about the history of Sablayan, please try to leave a comment down below and we will add that to our next episode. The next episode of Sablayan, notification bell for you to notify. From the previous episode, we have discovered and unveiled tons about the history of Sablayan. And right here, Sabon to. Sa ulon to.